So what's happening, people? I was supposed to drop this video earlier today. I actually made a complete separate video, but the microphone didn't work. So, in all my frustration, I had to wait until I was able to re-record it and talk about this whole social media thing. So, last night I was watching O'Shea Duke Jackson, and he was talking about Gillie the Kid and Charleston White. Now, social media to me has its place in society. It really does. I think it is a necessity only when it's used properly. Now, what do you mean properly? I'm talking about using it for educational purposes, sifting through the nonsense, researching information, finding the truth in what this world is and how it functions. But for some reason, us as a collective, we enjoy degeneracy. We love it. And Charleston White is one of those people who is on the dark side of it. Now, mind you, there are times when he speaks, I actually agree with what he says. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But like they say, a broken clock is right twice a day. So you can agree with anybody doesn't mean that you follow everything that they say and you're like, oh my God, they're the truth. No, it's not. It doesn't happen like that. But the reason I said social media can be dangerous is because there are moments where we forget about people being human beings and we care more about how many likes we get, how many views we get, all to keep up with this algorithm chase to keep getting money. So the people will say outlandish things just to keep themselves relevant. And while O'Shea Duke Jackson is playing this video with them going back and forth, Gillie the Kid called Charleston White a snitch. And in response to being called a snitch, he brings up the fact that his son is gone. Like, he was like, yeah, your son's not around, is he? I can call my son, go see my son whenever I want, and you have to go to his grave. Now, I wasn't a fan of it. And not because of the way he was talking about it and stuff. He called his son on the phone and used his son as a prop. Now, if I was my son, my dad pulled a stunt like that and was using me as a prop to get at somebody whose son was murked off, me and my dad are gonna have a falling out. For how long, I don't know, but I'm gonna be like, you're wrong for that. You don't never use me as a prop in your ignorant behavior. You know what I'm saying? Because what if somebody decides, I'm gonna go after your kid just because you spoke on this one? I'm going after yours so you can see what it feels like. Because some people do not have the understanding that this is the internet. This dude's doing this for views. He's going to say the most egregious thing to get more people to look at it. They only know one thing, and that's you're going to have to prove what you said, or you're going to have to pay for what you said. Things like that. There are people who don't understand the internet and how random people will do things trying to chase after a dollar. And for some reason, he really thought this was okay. I mean, this is a guy who's older, in his 40s, something like that, and decided, hey, this is what I'm going to say, based off the fact somebody called me a snitch. You're an admitted snitch. You're okay with it. Why should that even bother you to the point where you're going to actually speak on somebody who can't actually defend themselves? Because they're no longer here on this earth, walking around on earth. They in the dirt. So why would you, go after someone like that? So in my opinion, that made Charleston White a coward in that moment. And for us as individuals, we have to stop allowing these type of things to get clicks and views. Because let's be honest, people are easier to program nowadays because of social media. People's emotions are all through the roof because of social media. And people are just addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know how to unplug. And when you have people that don't know how to unplug and they're constantly going based off of what somebody said on the internet, can make it dangerous. So what should you be using the internet for? Educational stuff. I even like seeing it for like travel stuff, so I can see places that I didn't know exist. Oh wow, this is beautiful. I'm gonna have to get out there one day. That's something that this internet should have been designed for, to educate you on things, about the world that you live on. not so you can watch people be stupid. But the reason I brought up the Charleston White thing is because he is something that shows us why it's important that we keep an eye on our friends, family, kids, things like that, because we don't want that type of behavior to manifest to where it goes across the board and everybody thinks this type of behavior is okay. Because when you really look at the game, right? This man says that he helps the youth. If you help the youth and they see stuff like this, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to start thinking it's okay to diss people that are dead that had nothing to do with anything. They don't know you, they probably never spoke on you, and you're speaking on them. And you use your son as a prop. So you're going to use your own son in your antics. You're teaching these young boys to behave like fools. I mean, hey, that's just me. Y'all can agree with it or not, but straight up, social media is dangerous when you do not apply it like a person who wants to learn versus a person that's trying to get clicks and views. That's the most dangerous thing that you can do. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments section, and be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody. Peace.